Hello students, welcome ulit sa online tutorial natin. So again, maraming salamat na sa nag-join. Again, these are exclusive member-only videos no, para sa mga nag-avail ng membership sa YouTube channel natin. So once again, maraming salamat. Sige, so let's continue. Problem number 3 tayo. So for problem number 3, actually medyo mahirap-hirap to, but since meron tayong choices, medyo okay lang din. So anyway, we are given with the following thrust. Yan. And then we are asked what is the permissible value of P if the allowable member stress is 40 kilonewton for CD, IJ is 60, and CJ is 50. Now, take note, the best way to solve a thrust, especially if ang unknown is isa or dalawa or tatlo, in this case, isa lang, actually yung load P lang, given tayo ng tatlong forces, is method of joints. So yan yung method of sections. So yan yung gagawin natin. We'll do method of sections and then see to it that the section will actually pass through CD, IJ, and CJ. So dito tayo magka-cut, no? Diyan tayo magka-cut. So let me try to show you the figure. So i-diretso ko na lang, ha? I-section ko na lang agad dito sa figure natin. So yan. And then ito. And then ito. And then, mali. Ito, yan. Ganyan. And then ito. And then ito. Okay, and then we have the reaction RA. Tama, no? Okay, actually dalawa yan, RA. But anyway, notice sa figure, ang A is actually hinged, but don't worry, since wala tayong horizontal component sa figure, then, horizontal force figure, vertical lang, then rest assured, the horizontal reaction sa A is 0. So, I'll just write the vertical ng RA. So, ito yung CD. Ito yung CJ. At saka ito yung IJ. Yan. Okay? So, by the way, very important thing to take note. Although each member has their own allowable member stress, 40 kilonewton, 60 kilonewton, saka 50 kilonewton, it doesn't mean na ang force ng CD is 40, ang force ng CJ is 50, ang force ng IJ is 60. Hindi yan magkakasabay. So, for number 1, tingnan nyo, ang first condition, CD is 40. Dito pala yan. Ang first condition, CD is 40. So, pag 40 daw ang CD, meaning, ito lang ang 40. Ito yung magre-reach ng 40. The rest, hindi natin alam kung ano yung force ng CJ at saka ano yung force ng IJ. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin, we will solve P. Okay? Bali, isosolve natin ang P assuming CD, assuming CD is 40. And then, isosolve ulit natin ang, isosolve natin ang J, ang IJ, ang P, assuming IJ is 60. And then, isosolve natin ang CJ. Yan, isosolve natin ang P, assuming CJ is 50. And then doon, pag nakuha na natin, makukuha na natin ang value ng P. Bali, tatlo yung P na makukuha natin. And then, we will just choose the safest load P. Okay? So, anyway, let's try to solve now. Let's try to solve. How do we solve P? Paano natin isosolve ang P? Just by having this component, CD. So, actually, pag method of sections, it's best to sum up moments. Now, mag-sum up tayo ng moments kung saan nag-intersect yung dalawang unknown reactions para hindi natin isali sa equation. So, notice, I can actually sum up moments here sa point J. This is actually point J. I can actually sum up moments sa point J para mag-rotate ang 40 kilonewton lang at saka yung reaction A. By the way, we need to solve for the reaction A pa pala, no? So, to solve for the reaction A, balik tayo dito sa figure. Sandali. Kopyahin ko na lang yung figure natin para di tayo mahirapan. At di tayo pa lipat-lipat. Ito malaki. Yan. Okay? So, again, first we need to solve for the reaction RA muna. So, to solve for RA, you need to consider the whole, kailangan mo i-consider yung whole section. Wag yung method of sections, wag yung isang section lang, whole section. So, I can sum up moment at G to solve for the RA. So, summation of moment at G, lagay ko dito. Summation of M at G is equal to 0. By the way, we are in equilibrium. So, ang mga summation of moments, summation of reactions will be equal to 0. So, that will be RA. Now, ang distance, by the way, ang distance or ang moment arm ng RA with respect to point G, that will be 2 plus 2 plus 2. So, that's 6. So, that's 12, no? Ang total distance, 12. And then, equal to P. Kasi yan yung ano, equal to P times, ano yung moment arm ng P with respect to G? That's 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8. Okay? So, therefore, I can actually solve my RA in terms of P. So, RA is actually equal to 8 over 12P, or that's actually, ano yan, 3/4. Solve na natin yung RA. So, okay. So, anyway, 2/3 pala, sorry. So, meaning, RA is 2/3 P. Okay? So, importante yan ha, later on. So, RA is equal to 2/3 P. Okay? So, once meron tayong RA, we can now actually sum up moments at G. Or sorry, at J pala. So, again, this is considering, ito ha, I'm considering the whole section for solving RA. This time, itong summation of moment at J, I am now considering this, itong figure natin, yung handwritten figure natin. So, what will rotate, ano ba yung mag-rotate? Yung RA, yung P, at saka yung components ng CD. Okay, so actually meron tayong dalawang components ng CD. Meron tayong vertical component, nakalimutan kong ilagay dito, no? Meron tayong vertical component. Meron tayong horizontal component ng CD. Okay, so this will be CD multiplied by a certain fraction. Ito, this is also CD multiplied by a certain fraction. Now, pag mga ganitong klaseng problem, guys, I avoid using angles kasi usually mag-round up pa tayo. What I do usually is to consider triangles. So, if I will look at the figure, ang triangle na pwede kong i-consider wherein yung CD belongs is actually the big triangle sa gitna. Ito ba? Itong triangle na to, itong malaking triangle. Yung malaking triangle na yan, that's actually the triangle that I will consider. So, ilalagay ko to dito. Itong triangle na to. So, ang CD belongs to that triangle. So, pwede kong gamitin itong triangle na to. So, ang height ng triangle is 3.5. Ang base ng triangle is, ano yan? Ano yung base ng triangle? That's, from the figure, that's actually 6. You know, 2 plus 2 plus 2. So, 6. So, meaning, I can use this triangle. For example, if I want to solve for the horizontal component of CD, simple lang. Di ba naalala nyo kanina, ang component is actually, or sa previous video natin ba, ang component is actually the length of the, okay, the length of the force, or in this case, not the length of the force, no, but the hypotenuse of the triangle, no? Ang hypotenuse ng triangle natin, so yan yung denominator. So that's square root of 3.5 squared plus 6 squared. While ang numerator is actually dependent, ang numerator is dependent on what you want to solve. For example, since I want to solve for CD, meaning CD, since I want to solve for the horizontal component, I need to use the horizontal side of the triangle. So, meaning this will be, by the way, isolve na lang natin to. Agad, ano ba yung square root ng 3.5 squared plus 6 squared. So, square root of, this is square root of 193 over 2. Okay? So, meaning this is, ang CD, ang horizontal component ko will be 6 over square root of 193 over 2. Ganyan na, hindi na ako gagamit ng sin theta or cosine theta. The same goes for the vertical component. So that is PCD. Ang vertical component will be the vertical side of the triangle. So which is, this is 3.5 over the hypotenuse, which is yung square root of 193 over 2. Again, I apologize, medyo hindi na pala kasya. Yan. Sige. So, check natin. Ano ba yung mag-rotate? Again na, clockwise equals counterclockwise tayo. Clockwise equals counterclockwise. Ang clockwise moment will be RA. Check natin. So, ano yung moment arm ng RA with respect to J? So, ang moment arm ng RA, by the way, kopyahin na lang natin to. So, sum up tayo ng moment sa J. Summation of moment at J is equal to 0. Clockwise equals counterclockwise. So, ang clockwise moment will be RA is actually clockwise. So, that's RA times ang moment arm ng RA from J is actually equal to ang moment arm ng RA from J is actually equal to 0.2. 0.2. Hindi, 6 pala. 2 times 3, so that's 6. That's the moment arm of RA, no? From point J. And then we have, ano pa ba yung ibang clockwise dito? Another clockwise will be the component of CD. So, plus CD times ang moment arm ng CD. Actually, meron tayong CD, no? Meron tayong for CD, but later na lang yan. CD. So, moment or component CD is CD6 over, ano yan? Square root of 3.5 square plus 6 square, or that is the, ito yun yung square root of 193 over 2. By the way, ang moment arm nito, with respect to point J, no, looking at the figure, that's CD, no? Yan, so ang moment arm yan, if you'll try to look at the figure, that's actually itong height na to. So, ano ba yung height na yan? So, that's actually 2 at saka 3.5. So, pwede tayong gumamit ng ratio and proportion, no? So, ito ba? Kailangan kasi natin ang height na to. So, pwede tayong gumamit ng ratio and proportion. Consider tayo sa itong dalawang triangle ito. Itong triangle na yan. So, that's h over 4 is equal to 3.5 over 6. H over 4 is equal to 3.5 over 6. Sige, so meaning, I can actually write the moment arm to be 3.5 over 6 times 4. Again, gumamit lang ako ng ratio and proportion to solve for the moment arm. Yung h na yan, so that's 3.5 over 6 times 4. Baka kasi magtaka kayo, saan galing yung moment arm. And then, I think ito lang yung clockwise, no? Meron pa pala. Another clockwise is itong vertical component ng CD. So, lalagay ko dito CD. Copy ko lang to. So, clockwise CD, but since vertical, instead of using 6, I will be using 3.5 as my numerator. So, ito yung vertical component. Ang moment arm naman ng vertical component with respect to J is actually itong distance lang. Ito from here to here. So, that's actually equal to 2. Yeah. So, ito na yung whole clockwise component. At then, pag clockwise na yan, equal yan sa counterclockwise. Ano ba yung counterclockwise dito? Ang counterclockwise is caused by the load P. So, ang counterclockwise natin is load P, tapos ang moment arm na yan is actually equal to 2. Same kasi sila ng moment arm ng vertical component ng CD. So, notice, sa whole equation mo, ang daming ano, di ba? Di ba, sir, ang hinahanap natin, ang load P lang. Bakit ang dami dyan? Actually, we can change RA in terms of P kasi nasolve natin ang RA. Di ba, RA is 2/3 P? So, palitan natin to. RA is 2/3 P. Yan. At tapos, ang CD, di ba given ang CD na 40? Ilagay natin ang CD, 40 din to. 40. Palitan natin 40. Notice, ang whole equation mo, P na lang ang unknown. Now, it's up to you on how you will actually solve this one. So, ang gagawin, I suggest to, isolve nyo to as constant and then just use your calculator, shift solve. Again na, hindi itong whole equation na to, hindi magkakasya sa calculator ninyo. But, if ang gagawin nyo is isolve nyo muna to, tapos i-store nyo sa calcu, and then, ang matitira na lang is ito, at saka ito, so, mas medyo madali na. Okay, but ako, since meron akong software, ito na yung gagamitin ko para mas madali. So, meaning, ang load P ko, it's negative. Saan kaya tayo nagkamali? Okay, so again, actually, tama lang to, no? Let's try to use our calculator software kasi yung ginamit ko baka may mali sa equation na nalagay ko. Check na natin. Equal to 0. Negative, no? But anyway, let's try to check using our calculator na down. So again to solve for P, ang gagawin ko ito, since constant yan, since constant to, ilalagay kong lahat ng yan sa calculator ko. So that's 40 times 6 over square root of 3.5 square. By the way, itong square root of 3.5 square plus 6 square, ito yung hypotenuse, no? I'll store this one sa calculus sa letter A muna. So Para ma-solve ko agad ito. So that's 40 times 6 over the A times 3.5 over 6 times 4 plus 40 times 3.5 over A times 2. So ito na yung whole constant na yan. So ilalagay ko yan sa letter B para ma-solve ko yung P. So that's 2 over 3 times X times 6. Again na, isusulat ko na to. Tapos ito, na-store ko naman to sa letter B. Pwede ko nang ilagay na to. Plus B. Uy, nasali ko ba yung 2? Equal to 2 times X. So, shift solve ako. Ayan. Tama no? Negative nga talaga. P is negative 60. Saan ba tayo nagkamali? Okay. Alam ko na kung saan tayo nagkamali. Nakalimutan ko, no? Itong CD na 40 kN, this is actually compression. Now, sa figure ko kasi, I assumed CD to be in tension. Kaya dapat this is negative. So, dapat negative 40 yung CD na ilalagay natin. Negative 40, negative 40. Para makukuha natin is positive, yan, 60. Okay, so meaning, ang P is actually 60 kN provided, or tawagin na natin P1. P1. So, P1 is actually 60.465 kN provided CD is 40. But hindi pa natin sure kung yan ba talaga yung P1 kasi meron pa tayong yan ba talaga ang P kasi meron pa tayong mas-solve na another value of P provided na ang CI is or ang IJ pala is 60 or ang CJ is 50. So medyo mataas talaga yung solution nito. But again, careful, tingnan nyo. Kung ito agad yung sagot ninyo, P1 is equal to 60, nandito sa choices. And then baka yan agad yung sagot ninyo, which is, I don't think yan talaga yung sagot kasi yan yung pinakamalaki. Again, we need to choose the smallest value of P possible. So let's try to consider daw, let's try to solve for P, and then check natin what if IJ is 60 kN in tension. Sige, check natin. Okay. So, palitan natin yung drawing. Okay, so yan, hindi na yan 40 ha. Okay, so, sorry. Ay. Yan. Okay. So, to solve for P, paano ba natin isa-solve ang P na may IJ? Actually, sa figure, no, again, you can actually solve IJ by summing up moments dito sa, ano yung point na yan sa figure natin. Sa figure, that's actually point C. So, if I will try to sum up moment at C, ang magro-rotate lang is actually yung RA at saka yung IJ. Diba? If I will try to sum up moment at C, ang mag-rotate is RA and J. But sir, ang hinahanap natin P. Paano natin masosolve ang P kung ang mag-rotate IJ at saka yung RA? It's okay kasi ang RA in terms of P man yan. Diba? So, kopyahin natin ha. Yan. Mag-sum up tayo ng moments sa sama tayo ng moment sa C. By the way, ang point C yan ha. Sama tayo ng moment sa C. Ang point C is ito ha. Ay, sorry. Ang point C is itong may dot. Okay? So, summation of moment at C is equal to 0. Clockwise equals counterclockwise. Now, ang clockwise is yung RA, di ba? RA times, ang moment arm ng RA with respect to point C is actually equal to this distance. No? That's actually equal to 4 based on our figure from point C. Tama? Okay, so that's equal to 4, no? RA times 4. And then that must be equal to the counterclockwise moment caused by IJ. So, ang moment arm ng IJ, I think alam natin yung moment arm ng IJ. Same to kanina, itong distance na to ba? Ito yung nakuha natin, itong 3.5 over 6 times 4. Di ba nakuha natin yan kanina sa H? Okay? So, notice, alam natin ang IJ sa Sa second case, ano ba yung IJ natin? Ang IJ is 60. Tapos tension, so okay lang na positive 60. Tapos ang RA, di ba? Nasolve na natin yung RA kanina. RA is actually 2/3 P. So palitan natin ang, sorry, lagay mo natin dito. Copyahin ko na lang to. So palitan natin ang RA ng 2/3 times P, and then ang IJ, palitan natin ng 60. Notice, with this, you can use your calculator to solve for P. So solve tayo ng P. So meaning, P2, gawin natin itong P2 para at least meron tayong choices. So P2 is 52.5. P2. Yan. Okay. So I hope okay tayo. So meron tayong P1 na 60. Meron tayong P2 na 52.5. Notice, no, iba yung P. Again ha, ang idea kasi niyan is ganito. Just because you are given with the individual capacities of every member doesn't mean that every member will actually reach its individual capacity. For example, meron tayong, ito medyo mahirap i-visualize, but halimbawa, meron kang dalawang cable. Ganyan. And then ito, this is 100 kilonewton. Sabihin natin, ano yan, W. Now, this is 40 degrees. This is this is 10 degrees. Now, what if sasabihin sa problem, this is cable A, this is cable B. What if sasabihin ng problem na ang capacity ng cable A is 100 kilonewton, while ang capacity naman ng cable B is 100 kilonewton. Okay? So, hindi dahil ang capacity is 100, ang capacity sa B is 100, it doesn't mean na 100 din to, 100 din to. Isa lang dyan ang unang magre-reach ng 100. In the first place, hindi yan equilibrium pag 100 yung isa, 100 yung dalawa, kasi notice, iba yung inclination nila. Diba? Isa lang dyan ang unang magre-reach ng 100. Same din dito. Okay? Sorry. Same din sa figure niyo. Isa lang dito ang magre-reach. It's either ang CD will reach 40 first, or ang IJ will reach 60 first, or ang CJ will reach 50 first. Okay? But, since dito, tingnan nyo, nakuha na natin ano yan? If CD will reach 40, P1 is 60 daw. And then if ang IJ will reach 60, P2 is 52.5. Meron tayong 52.5 dito? Yan o. Meron tayong 52.5 dito or 52.43. So I think it's safe na ito na lang agad yung sagot natin. Bakit? Kasi ito yung lowest sa choices. Meron naman tayong choices. Yan yung lowest sa choices. Don't bother. Di ba kulang pa tayo? We need to solve if CJ, we need to solve for P if CJ is 50. But rest assured, hindi yan mag-govern. Kasi sa choices, it's either 58 or 56 man. And then we need to choose the smallest value of P man to be safe. So ang answer natin, diretso na agad na 52.43 ha? Or 52.5. Now, it's up to you kung you will still check, you'll still solve for P3. Actually, ang P3 will happen if IJ, tama ba? Tama. If CJ will reach 50, but rest assured, hindi yan mag-govern. The answer will be larger than 52 kasi based on our choices, 52 kasi yung pinakamaliit. Sige. So, again, maraming salamat sa panonood. And if you have any questions, clarifications, or again, medyo mahirap to, or tricky yung problem na to, or corrections, please do not hesitate to comment down below. Salamat.